All right, everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive. This time, we're tackling Google's Gemini, specifically version 2.0.
Oh, yeah, 2.0. Big changes.
Huge buzz. We've got a mountain of tech articles, plus a ton of Hacker News comments.
Nice.
So we've got the official announcements and
yeah,
what real people are actually saying. Perfect combo for a deep dive, right?
Well,
what's new? What's got people excited? What does it all mean for you? The question, isn't it?
Let's find out.
So first thing that really jumps out,
Yeah.
Gemini's not just one model anymore. I've got a whole family now.
Multiple Geminis, so like pick your fighter.
Yeah, exactly. They've released a bunch of different versions, each one with its own strengths.
Okay.
So you've got the workhorse, Gemini 2.0 Flash.
Oh gosh.
This one's out of beta now.
Officially official.
Yeah, officially released, aimed at developers, need that speed, efficiency.
Low latency, all that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But then
you've got Gemini 2.0 Pro Experimental.
Pro Experimental.
And that's like Flash's super-powered cousin.
Oh, wow.
This one's for the heavy lifting. It's got this massive context window, like 2 million tokens.
2 million?
Yeah, think about that. That's enough to analyze whole books.
Whole books.
In one prompt.
That's a lot.
It is.
Is that even practical?
I mean, it's definitely a game changer, especially, researchers, people dealing with huge amounts of text.
Yeah.
One user on Hacker News even said it could be the end of RAG. Retrieval Augmented Generation.
Okay.
In some cases, at least.
Wow. RAG on the chopping block.
Yeah. I mean, imagine not having to break down information into small chunks for the AI to digest.
That's a bold prediction.
It is.
So what are people actually saying on Hacker News, I mean?
Oh, it's definitely stirring up a debate.
I bet.
Some are understandably skeptical.
Yeah.
One user pointed out, potential for more errors, slower processing with that giant context window. And then there's the cost.
Right. Like that's got to come with a price tag.
It does.
So is Pro only for the big spenders?
Not necessarily.
What about the rest of us watching the budget?
Yeah, no, Google's got you covered. They've released Gemini 2.0 Flash-Lite too.
Flash-Lite, okay.
Yeah, budget-friendly version.
Makes sense.
It's actually got better quality than the old 1.5 Flash model.
Yeah.
But it's still just as fast and affordable.
Okay, so options for every budget. That's good.
Yeah.
But I can't get over that Pro context window.
I know, it's pretty wild.
2 million tokens. What does that even mean for the average person?
Well, let me put it this way. Imagine you're a lawyer prepping for a case.
Right? Okay, yeah.
Instead of feeding the AI, little bits of evidence, you could upload the whole case file.
Whoa.
Every document, every deposition, ask it to find key arguments.
That's crazy.
Or inconsistencies.
It's like having a superpowered legal assistant.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, what if it misses something?
That's true.
Because it's just overwhelmed with all that information.
Yeah, you always have to remember, AI is a tool.
Right.
It's got its limitations. It's not about replacing human expertise.
Yeah.
It's about making it better.
So a partnership.
Exactly.
Got it. Now let's talk about price. Any big changes?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
One big change is the price for audio input.
Okay.
For a Flash and Flash-Lite. It's way cheaper now than what OpenAI charges.
So they're undercutting the competition.
It seems that way.
Okay. Are users noticing?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Big chatter on Hacker News.
About the price.
Yeah, people talking about how cost-effective Gemini is.
Yeah.
Especially for things like transcribing, analyzing audio.
Yeah.
Someone even shared a link to their blog post. They're using Gemini to parse PDFs. Way cheaper than other AI stuff.
Wow. Okay. So we've got multiple versions, that crazy context window.
Yeah.
And good prices. But what about the actual experience?
Right, the user experience.
Are people happy?
Well, it's mixed.
Mixed, okay.
Some users are blown away, especially with 2.0 Flash.
Yeah.
They're loving it for multimodal tasks.
Wait, multimodal?
Yeah, like object detection, document processing.
So Gemini can do more than just text now?
It can. It's still early days, but some of the models can process images, audio, even video.
Wow, okay.
Full multimodal output is still coming, though.
All right, so it's not just writing poems anymore.
Right.
Gemini's getting a lot more versatile. But you said mixed reactions.
I did.
Was not so great?
Well, people are confused.
Yeah.
About all the different versions and features.
With so many options, It's got to be hard to know where to start.
It is. And then you always have bugs and inconsistencies with new software.
Sure.
Some people are having trouble getting consistent results.
Especially compared to...
The more established models. ChatGPT, Claude.
Okay, so some growing pains. Even with a big update. But can it handle the basic stuff?
That's where it gets interesting.
All right, what do you mean?
There was this funny story on Hacker News. Someone tried to get Gemini to schedule an event.
Okay.
Not only did it get the date and time wrong,
Oh, no.
it messed up the time zone.
Wait. It couldn't even schedule a simple event.
Yeah, that's what they said.
If it can't do that, what's the point?
Well, it's a good reminder. Even the advanced AI, it's still under development.
Right.
Not a magic bullet. Got to manage those expectations.
Okay, so lots of promise, but not quite ready to take over our lives just yet.
Exactly.
All right, let's talk about something else that's gotten a lot of attention. Gemini's aversion to politics.
Ah, yes.
The no politics rule.
This is where it gets philosophical.
I'm here for it.
All right.
Tell me everything.
Okay, so one user was trying to talk about a chili recipe.
Yeah.
They mentioned using Obama's recipe.
Obama's chili?
And the chatbot just shut down.
Shut down completely.
Yeah. Said it couldn't talk politics.
Yay. Hold on. A chili recipe is political.
Apparently.
That's wild. How did the user react?
Well, they were confused.
I would be too.
Right.
They weren't trying to start a debate,
No, they just wanted to talk chili.
but Gemini wasn't having it.
Not at all.
So, what are people saying about this no politics thing?
Oh, it's all over the place.
I bet.
Some people are saying it's dystopian,
Okay.
a form of censorship. Others are saying, well, it makes sense to avoid controversy.
Politics is definitely a sensitive topic.
Yeah.
I get why Google wouldn't want their, chatbot saying something offensive.
Right.
But avoiding it entirely seems, I don't know, almost impossible.
It is a tricky issue.
It really brings up some questions
It does.
about AI and society.
Yeah.
How do we balance freedom of expression with preventing harm?
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got multiple Geminis, giant context window, pricing changes, mixed user experiences, a no politics policy. My head is spinning.
I know. It's a lot.
But where does this all leave Gemini 2.0 compared to the competition?
That's a big question.
Is Google finally catching up?
Well, there is this perception, that Google's AI has been playing catch up.
I've heard that. Like Google was the king of search,
Yeah.
and then OpenAI came out of nowhere and just
Yeah.
disrupted everything.
Good analogy. But some people think with 2.0, things are changing.
So is it a two-horse race now?
It's not that simple.
Oh.
The AI landscape is constantly evolving.
Yeah, that's true.
You've got other players, too.
It's like clutch rock.
Or they're making big moves.
Okay, so the AI wars continue.
Absolutely.
What about the future, though? What's next for Gemini?
Well, one thing that stands out to me
Yeah.
is Google's focus on safety.
Okay.
They're really emphasizing responsibility.
Safety first. I like
Yeah.
that. What about features?
Oh, get ready for even more multimodal stuff.
More multimodal.
Yeah.
Go on.
All these 2.0 models, they're getting multimodal input
Okay.
with text output.
So I can feed it
Yeah.
images, audio, video.
Exactly. And it'll respond in text.
And then more modalities later.
They said so.
Like,
Image generation, text to speech.
whoa.
It's coming.
Okay, that is a lot. So much has changed.
It has.
It feels like a whole new chapter for AI.
It really does.
But, I mean, what does it actually mean for us
That's the question.
in the long run?
Yeah.
What's the big picture here?
That's the million-dollar question.
I know, right?
And it's one we're going to explore a little more in part 2.
Oh, okay.
But for now,
Yeah.
I'll leave you with this. Can Google really do it?
To what?
Can they combine, cost effectiveness,
Yeah.
accessibility, these powerful features,
Yeah.
and overtake the competition?
Oh, good question.
Or will it be user trust, overall quality that decide everything?
Ooh, even better question.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to wait for part 2 for more on that.
Mhm.
But in the meantime, I want to hear what you all think.
Yeah.
Have you tried Gemini 2.0? What are your first impressions? Let us know. We'll be back soon with more insights. In part 2 of our deep dive into the world of Gemini 2.0. Until then, happy exploring.
So can Google really take on the AI giants?
Like OpenAI.
Yeah, OpenAI. It's a big question. And It goes beyond just, the features.
Right. It's the whole experience.
Yeah, exactly.
The quality, the trust.
The trust, yeah. And that's what makes this so interesting.
Okay, how so?
Because even though Gemini 2.0 has made some serious improvements, there's still this hesitation from some users.
Like,
They've seen Google try AI before, and maybe they weren't totally impressed.
It's like when a band releases a comeback album. You're kind of hopeful, but you're not ready to say, they're back.
Right, exactly.
Google's got to prove itself.
To those skeptics, yeah.
It's not enough to just have flashy new features.
No, they have to deliver.
Consistency, listening to user feedback, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Speaking of feedback, let's go back to those Hacker News comments.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What are people saying about Gemini's strengths and weaknesses?
Well, one thing that keeps coming up is cost effectiveness.
Okay.
People are praising the pricing.
Compared to?
Especially compared to OpenAI
for
audio input.
Right, that was a big change.
Yeah, way cheaper.
So for developers, anyone working on big projects, that's got to be huge.
Absolutely.
It's like the battle of the budget AI.
Yeah.
Who can deliver the most without breaking the bank?
Exactly. But, as we said, price isn't everything.
Right. People want quality too.
Absolutely.
Reliability.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. How's Gemini actually performing?
Well, we saw people liking 2.0 Flash for multimodal tasks like object detection. But then there were those frustrations.
The bugs.
Yeah, the bugs, the inconsistencies.
Especially compared to ChatGPT, Claude.
Right.
So it's a mixed bag.
It is.
Strong in some areas, needs work in others.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And it highlights something important about AI.
Okay, what's that?
It's still changing so fast. There's no one perfect solution.
Yeah.
What works best really depends on, what you need it for.
It's like the early internet days. Everyone was just figuring things out as they went.
Exactly.
Exciting, but also kind of chaotic.
It really is.
And just like the internet, it'll take time for the winners to, rise to the top.
I think so, yeah.
But that's what makes it so fun to watch.
It is.
We're seeing a tech revolution happening right now.
In real time.
Okay, so let's bring it back down to earth for a sec. For someone who's, thinking about using Gemini 2.0, what are the key takeaways?
Well, I think first, you got to know what you need.
Your priorities.
Yeah, exactly. Is it speed, cost, handling massive data?
Yep.
Once you know that, then you can look at the different versions.
See what fits.
Exactly.
Right tool for the job.
Yeah, like you wouldn't use a hammer to screw in a light bulb.
Exactly. And with any new tech, you got to be curious, but also a little skeptical.
I agree.
Don't just believe the hype.
No.
Try it yourself.
See how it works for you.
Form your own conclusions.
Exactly.
I want to circle back to that no politics thing.
Oh, yeah.
It sparked a lot of conversation.
It has.
And it really gets at some big questions about AI and society.
Absolutely. It's a topic that deserves, its own deep dive.
Maybe we'll do that sometime.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. But for now, the key takeaway is we need to be aware
of
these issues.
Okay.
We need to talk about them.
Openly.
Yeah, have this conversation.
About how we want AI to be developed, used.
Right, exactly.
We can't just accept whatever these AI models tell us.
No.
We got to think critically.
Absolutely.
Demand transparency.
From the companies that are creating them, yeah.
It's like raising a kid. You got to teach them right from wrong.
Yeah.
Be aware of the influences
that are shaping them.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Back to the competitive landscape.
All right, yeah.
How's Gemini 2.0 stacking up against its rivals?
It's a fascinating race to watch.
Google versus OpenAI, Claude, all the rest.
And it's still early.
Yeah.
But we're starting to see some trends.
Right.
Like the focus on multimodal.
Right. Everyone's trying to figure that out.
They are.
Seamlessly integrating text, images, audio, video. That's the dream.
The holy grail of AI.
And that's where Gemini 2.0 could really, shine.
It could, yeah.
Google's been a leader in that space.
They have.
With Google Lens, Google Translate.
They've got the expertise.
So they're playing to their strengths, not just copying the competition.
Right.
They're bringing something unique to the table. And that's what makes it so exciting to watch.
It's not just about, building the biggest language model. It's about creating the best experience.
The most versatile, the most useful.
Yeah.
The one that really changes things.
The one that's truly transformative.
This is like the AI space race.
It is.
Everyone's pushing boundaries,
Mm.
innovating so fast,
At a breakneck pace.
and the whole world's watching.
And just like the space race, there will be winners and losers.
True.
But the real winner should be,
Yeah.
humanity.
Okay, I like that.
These AI advances, they have the potential to change everything.
Healthcare, education, the way we work, the way we play.
It's incredible to think about.
It's exciting and also a little scary.
Yeah, I agree.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
No.
We still have more to unpack with Gemini 2.0.
We do. In part 3, we're going to look at some specific use cases.
Oh, cool.
See how it's actually being used, how it could change different industries.
Okay, can't wait to dive into that. But before we go,
Right.
I want to hear from our listeners again.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the AI landscape? Is Google's approach winning you over? Or are you sticking with the competition? Let us know. We'll be back soon with more in part 3 of our deep dive into Gemini 2.0. Until then, happy exploring.
All right, so we've talked about the tech, the hype, the competition. But let's get down to brass tacks. What can Gemini 2.0 actually do?
Right.
How's it being used out there
Yeah.
in the real world?
That's where it gets exciting.
Okay, tell me more.
The potential applications, they're huge.
Well, give me some examples.
We're talking revolutionizing customer service,
Yeah.
changing how we make and consume content,
Wow.
even accelerating scientific breakthroughs.
Okay, that's a pretty broad range.
It is.
Can you give me something concrete?
Sure. One area we're seeing a lot of action is content creation.
Content creation.
Gemini can generate text, translate languages, even create images and videos.
So you're saying, like, I could just tell Gemini, hey, write me a blog post.
Yeah. Or make me a marketing campaign. Write a script for my YouTube video,
Chad.
and it'll just do it.
It's not just possible, it's already happening.
Really?
Of course, you still need a human touch, but the time saved is incredible.
It's like having an army of virtual assistants.
Something like that.
What about other industries? You mentioned healthcare.
Yeah, healthcare is huge. Gemini is being used to analyze medical records, help with diagnoses, even personalize treatment.
Wait, so my doctor could have an AI assistant that analyzes my entire medical history,
It's possible.
compares it to millions of other cases,
Potentially, yeah.
and then suggests treatments.
Tailored just for me. It's not sci-fi anymore.
Wow. That's a little mind-blowing.
It is. It is.
But it's early days, right?
Yeah, and there are ethical and regulatory things to figure out.
Of course. What about scientific research?
Oh, that's another big one. Gemini can analyze huge data sets, find patterns that humans might miss.
So for things like genomics, drug discovery,
Exactly.
climate modeling,
It could lead to breakthroughs.
it's like having an AI research assistant.
Working 24/7.
Okay, but what about me,
Ew.
the average person?
Oh, right. Well, imagine an AI that manages your schedule, helps with finances, plans trips, even teaches you new stuff.
Like a super Siri.
Or Alexa, yeah, but way more powerful.
That's pretty cool.
And that's just the beginning. The possibilities are pretty much endless.
Okay, I'm seeing the potential. But we got to talk about the risks.
Oh, absolutely. Any powerful tech, you got to consider the downsides.
So what are we talking about?
Well, control is a big one.
Control.
Who's actually in charge of these systems?
Yeah.
What are their goals?
As AI gets more powerful, that's a big question.
It is. We need to be talking about governance, regulation.
I don't want the AI taking over.
Right, exactly. AI should serve us, not the other way around.
So it's on us.
It's on all of us. Governments, companies, everyday people.
That's a lot to think about.
It is.
But I guess that's how it is with any big technological change.
You get opportunities and challenges.
Well, I think that brings us to the end of our deep dive, Gemini 2.0.
It's been quite a journey.
It has. We covered so much.
We did the tech, the impact, the future.
If you're feeling inspired, I encourage you to try out Gemini 2.0 yourself. Join the conversation. The future of AI is happening now,
It is.
and it's full of possibilities.
Remember, we create the future. AI is a powerful tool to do that.
Well said. And until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring.